Hello, hello. Welcome to Contract Roulette Season 2. This is a round 1 match between ChromeX and Casetros. I've got them the wrong way around on the overlay, so excuse me for that. I am joined today by Eclipse.
Hello, hello.
Hello, hello. Who is also our admin. So he may go quiet for a few seconds as he's adminning things. Hopefully the overlay goes a tiny bit smoother than yesterday. That's the plan.
What happened yesterday? I wasn't paying attention, if so.
There was just a few little niggly bits yesterday, but it's all good. It's all good. Yeah, we have both players are live. So we first spin will be going live in about a minute, I believe. We are going to do buy 2 targets. For anyone who's not familiar, essentially this is the standard roulette, but instead of taking out your main mission targets, Eclipse has chosen 2 targets on the map that he thinks are going to be fun to try and get. So yeah, we'll have targets assigned to, or disguises and weapons assigned to 2 different targets on the map. The players will get 2 minutes of prep time plus a minute to load in, to try and kind of work out some quick isolations, things like that. Yeah, and the first match yesterday was very exciting, so I'm hoping that this one lives up to the quality of yesterday's match. Casetros, not a player I know personally. Chrome is a roulette veteran, I suppose you would say.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how we get on here. But yeah, first spin. Yeah, first spin should be arriving any second.
And it is sent. So ID should be out now.
Okay, so the players have their IDs, and our targets are Amber, Fwait, and Nimar Jamil. Do you want to just give us a rundown of where they are? I'm guessing one of them is in the penthouse.
Yep, so the first one, Amber, she is one of the ladies who walks in the art gallery.
Okay, I was going to say, not a name I recognise, which is unusual.
And then Nima she's the one in the penthouse who always complained, who was talking to the guard,
yes.
and the guard is saying that that Ingram doesn't want the radio on, and she's
I always have the radio on when I work.
Yeah, I don't know what the issue is with that.
Okay, so interesting targets. One up top, one down below. Couple of possible starting routes depending on what our spin gives us.
One thing I was going to mention is that yesterday we had a discussion after yesterday's match concluded, and we were going to add in the rule that the 2-minute timer is started once both players have opened the contract, but because Crudy hasn't had a lot of time to put all that in, we just had a temporary fix of adding an extra minute. So they have 3 minutes instead of 2 minutes.
Yeah, they've effectively got a minute to get into the contract, which I think is kind of fair.
Especially as, well, I know both of these players are on PC. One's on Steam, one's on Epic, but for those, whenever you're on console, it can be a little.
Yeah, if you're on an old gen console, you could, on a big map, you could be waiting a minute just to get into the map. So I think it's a good idea. So Chrome has gone for a Seeker isolation. I think that's probably a kind of a sound idea on this target. Interested at where she's going to go. I feel like she's going to go to the balcony where Sato throws up.
I'm just gonna go ahead and spoil it. She ends up, if you have to seek her 2 other people if you want to use an medic
she's gonna go to the barrier
because she's gonna go to the puke ledge.
Yeah.
Or actually, I see, perhaps.
No, she is. I think you're a little bit behind. She is already at that ledge puking.
But I was gonna say though, there's a little room on the side.
Yeah, you might be able to. You might be able to get her in there. So there's quite a few eyes in that area. So about 30 seconds till the spin gets here.
Yep.
Dubai's an interesting map. It's quite a nice map for contracts. A nice amount of NPCs, quite well spread out. Lots of different floors. A lot of people don't like the main mission, but actually for contracts, it's a nice map. So I think these two targets should give us something very interesting, hopefully.
I like this isolation that Casetros is doing.
Yep. Okay, spin is
Grab her
here.
around
Do you want to
here.
read out the first spin?
Sure, I'll take it. So we have Amber in the art gallery. She is to be killed with scissors as the helicopter pilot. Interesting. And Nima, the one in the penthouse, is to be killed with a loud explosive weapon as art crew.
Okay. So possible art crew start.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
And a loud
because
explosive
art crew...
is going to be probably detonate on exit, but you might.
I would assume so. Yeah.
Yeah, you might struggle to find somewhere to get her.
Well, I'm just thinking because you need to find a place that isn't like, because I'm just thinking our crew obviously isn't allowed up in the penthouse, so I would assume going up there in a legal disguise and then switching back into anyone
Yeah,
else
I imagine they will
play.
swap a disguise. You could get her. I mean, you could try and get her in the little maintenance hallway at the back, the maintenance room. There is a target, or there is an NPC in there, but he shouldn't be an issue. You knock him out. So Chrome, yeah, both starting art crew.
Yeah.
Chrome is already on his way. Picking up a few items. Just literally just running around picking up all the items at the moment. I'm assuming he has a plan here. I'm assuming that's for distractions and such. Oh, he's got the scissors. For Amber, so that's where he was going actually. Couple of pairs of scissors on the map.
I think what Chrome was probably going to do is perhaps maybe isolate her first and then just come down as helicopter pilot. However, you do have to consider helicopter pilot in that back little alleyway where Chrome and I think Casetros was also doing it. We're dragging them back in that little corridor back there. It's helicopter pilot is trespassing there, so you do have to be careful. Like in this little corridor where Casetros has just been in and he's taking that shot. That's illegal for the helicopter pilot, so you do have to be careful there. Running back in there. Do you have that disguise?
Yep. And thank you, Gordy, for the raid. For those of you who don't know what we're up to, this is a contract roulette match. So think standard roulette, but your targets, as you can see on the bottom of the screen, are random NPCs and not the main mission targets. Everything else about it is essentially the same as roulette. The guys here have had a little bit of time to go in and find the targets and work out some potential isolations. And now they are just going into about the standard roulette kind of strats. So Chrome is up in the penthouse, has a legal penthouse disguise. But this lady is an enforcer.
Trust already has that helicopter pilot disguise, so
yep, that's looking at the helicopter pilot's illegal on this floor, I believe, but he's not legal on the floor above, as far as I'm aware. So
I think this entire art crew area is illegal for him.
Yes, I believe it is. He doesn't actually have much. He doesn't have that many areas that he can go. Actually, he's even trespassing on that lower section, which is interesting.
I think Casetros has a pistol in his loadout to take out the cameras. Just wondering for.
I give
then again, you can always just run around.
Casetros a quick refresh there, just to get him up to date. One thing I didn't mention was the map pool. So we will be going, obviously, to Dubai, where we are. We will be going to New York, and we do have a third RNG match, which at the moment is a mystery to me. Eclipse obviously knows what it is, so we will, if we get to there, we will find out what that is. And I believe we also have bans. Miami and Paris were banned, so we definitely won't be seeing those two in the RNG pool.
We'll be seeing a repeat map, so. That's 4 maps crossed off for.
Ooh, Casetros gets a side KO, but he should be okay. He's in a mostly soundproof area.
Yeah.
I think he's got an unconscious witness, but that is her, so. So he has one target isolated. I haven't seen if Chrome don't.
So Chrome has the he has both the scissors, he has the helicopter disguise now,
Okay.
And he also has set up the loud explosive.
Right, okay, so he has one set up.
Yeah, he is definitely in the lead here.
And yeah, like we were saying, the helicopter pilot has kind of strange trespassing areas. A lot of people might not actually know where his trespassing areas are. They're, yeah, and Chrome just tempted fate there going through that door, but that is out of bounds. That's a restart on Chrome's side. Yeah, if you don't know the trespassing zones for the pilot, this is going to be quite a tricky one. Both of them been ripped in that same area now. Chrome just testing if he can get her in this side room. Has lost his crowbar. I missed what happened with Casetros there, but he has had to restart as well. Or he got ripped as the pilot, didn't he? So we are back to square one, essentially, for both players.
Can you do me a favor? Is overlay looking okay? I can't tell.
The overlay looks good.
Okay.
It looks good to me.
Because on my screen, I accidentally just hit refresh and it says we're now at a 3-minute countdown is what my screen says right now.
Okay, I will not hit refresh
on
then.
The admin page.
The timer is all looking good for me, so
okay.
There's a bug I've got to work out then.
Yeah, just having to refresh, and now my admin page is looking a little wonky, but I'm just gonna tell players don't refresh. So I'm gonna go ahead.
Oh, sorry, are you talking about the admin page or the overlay?
The admin page, but I don't know if you were to refresh the overlay, you might get.
But let's not refresh the overlay, and we're fine.
Yeah.
Both players.
I'm just gonna assure both players don't do that.
Yeah. Both players are in the same position now, both trying to get her in the same place down this corridor. Casetros has her. Chrome has her on a leash. And she will be fine in this hallway. Nobody will come down here. Okay, so we're seeing pretty synchronized gameplay right now.
Yeah. I think that Chrome rip definitely got them both on an even playing field now. Because at the beginning, it seemed Chrome had a very, very distinct lead, and then just that little... If he probably should have just done a quick little check.
Yeah, nice, quick little peekaboo inside, and
yeah,
he'll open next. So yeah, it's interesting because the pilot is also illegal on the platform below the helipad, so there is no legal way for him to get to that area, essentially.
Well, because you do have the same floor where, kind of Ingram starts at the beginning.
Yeah, so you could jump the barrier there, couldn't you?
Yeah. Yeah. You obviously probably always jump over the little ledge to get over to the kind of the top of the arc.
Yeah, so Chrome's gone down and got his scissors. I might be mistaken if there is more scissors. They're the ones I would definitely go for, those ones on the bottom floor.
I'm actually curious. I'm gonna just check hitmaps real quick.
Yeah, I might be wrong in saying that there is more than one set there.
But I do know that definitely is the go-to pair of scissors.
Or one of our roulette friends can tell us that. But that's either way, they've both gone for those scissors. They seem like the obvious ones to go for.
Yeah.
So
especially as they aren't too out of the way.
Yeah. Chrome's just going up, probably going to do the same thing in getting the penthouse disguise from this room, which is essentially a freebie. Nobody's going to come in here unless you trigger the ice cube dispenser. Both slightly different strats, so they've started off the same, but Casetros is peeling off here and getting the pilot instead. I'm assuming Chrome will go for that afterwards. He has the pilot, he's going to go back down, and he might even just get this kill straight out of the way. I think he is going to do that. He's got one enforcer here, and he has a camera. Should be good as long as he hugs the wall here. Ooh, that was very risky. Those two ladies are... Yeah, you can go up here. You can take that ladder up and go around. Chooses to go around the side. He should be okay here. Okay. Gets a pair of scissors to the head.
Okay, just clarified, on hit maps, that is the only pair of scissors on this map.
Ah, okay, there we go then. So, no choice but to go for those ones.
Yeah.
Okay, so Casetros taking the lead here. Has got the first target down. Chrome is on his way to the pilot.
Because players are about a 10-second buffer, but they're both at...
Yeah, no, I didn't see
so
where... Do you know where Chrome left his art crew disguise? Has he left that upstairs in the penthouse?
I believe so.
Yeah, so he's going to have a bit of a trek to go back and get that, unless he's going to go for... He might go for one of the guys on this platform here.
Yeah.
Which would kind of lead nicely into where he has to go for the kill anyway.
I'm just wondering, are you free to leave the helicopter pilot pacified there?
Yeah, he'll be fine. Yeah,
okay.
yeah. Unless you trigger, unless you somehow trigger the penthouse evacuation, nobody will see him on that platform.
Ooh, that's a bit risky having what doing.
Ooh,
Oh,
Casetros,
yep, and
yeah.
that's gonna be a
Casetros
rip.
Chrome back in the pilot disguise. I wonder where he's.
Wondering...
I think he's going back up for his art crew disguise, and I think he's probably gonna try and leave via the other... Oh no, and that body's been found straight away. That's always a risk. That is a risk. It's unusual. I mean, for most roulette players, it's unusual to be in a map at that at kind of the 4.5, 5 minute mark, especially Dubai. So you might just not know that that's a rippable position.
That's a good point. A lot of, like, especially Chrome being a very experienced roulette player, there are certain things in roulette that's like, as you're saying, you're not going to be in Dubai. And Dubai is one of those maps where it's very, very quick. You're normally not in.
Yeah, you're in and out pretty quickly.
5 minutes.
Yeah.
So,
and beyond that point, you just don't know. And I imagine a lot of the roulette players probably don't actually know Marcus's full cycle. He can get in the way a few times, possibly. Just little things like that can cause a bit of confusion. So.
That's one of the reasons I really liked putting this style together, because there's, especially for like the very experienced roulette players, there's still a lot of things you have to, learn and stuff with. Even though you're very experienced roulette, there's still issues that those experienced players do running into. So. But again, it seems like these rips have been very synchronous. They're about 30 seconds apart now. They just had it ripped right together, so. And Crudy, because I had a little bit of a issue with the admin page, I don't actually know what the time you have on the
we have 33 minutes remaining, so we've got a bit of time yet. Yeah, a little bit of time. Casetros definitely is going for sticking with his strat, and I don't think it's a bad idea. Getting the helicopter pilot. We'll go get this kill out of the way, and I think this is a good way to do it. Get this kill out of the way, go up and set up the penthouse. Of course, players don't know how far along their opponent is, so there's always a little bit of rush and a little bit of panic because you just don't know how far ahead or behind you are.
Casetros has that scissor helicopter kill on Amber done. Close. If they both get it they both get it this run, I think it's gonna be pretty close.
But I like listening to the radio.
So, yeah, Casetros going back up. Just gonna grab his Arc Crew disguise again. So he's not taking in kind of middle ground disguise. Now this lady, you could probably get her in this side room. You might even be able to peekaboo her in there. Yeah, from where she's standing.
Peekaboo her. The only thing I might be worried about is that depending on how, I mean, I guess if you detonate on exit there, but I just wonder if how quickly those guards might run in. That's the only thing that might.
You're going for a distraction shot. It's interesting. I would be tempted to peekaboo her because she's going to delegate that to the guard no matter what. There's no way she's going to go and she is going to be an enforcer. Ooh, gets a big whoosh. Actually, I was going to say that almost helped him out. He almost got her up on the stairs. Now, fun fact, these stairs are completely bugged. You can actually throw people over the side of them and their body will be hidden. I don't know how that works with a body just being on the stairs, whether they'll be hidden as well.
Well, the issue is I don't know how safe. Oh, this is gonna be.
She's
just got to take a shot because yeah.
Yeah, unconscious witness. Nah, and that guy's just heard it from around the corner.
Yeah. I was thinking that also probably wasn't gonna work.
Yeah, Chrome has. Now, I believe has Chrome done the setup because there is an arc. There's a couple of arc crews hovering around. The guy who's down there with the crowbar.
Setup, I believe.
Okay, he's hidden. Okay, so he did an intermediate disguise change this time. I didn't notice that. She is down. And Chrome is out. GG's.
No.
A longer Dubai than what we're used to. But still very good, very solid. Took a couple of attempts. And we are going to be going to New York. Which I'm excited about this one because I think this is going to be a really great map for this format. So I am very excited to see this one.
Because the thing is, in Roulette, you obviously have to, in regular R, you have to obviously grab you have to either get the discs or get the discs or the data core. So that's one less task that they had to worry about. And that's something I think that's really good about this style is because then things like virus or other extra tasks you have to do, case file, and Dartmoor, stuff like that. That's all. You don't have to do that. So
yeah, it's one less thing to think about. And I wonder how much of their brain will be hardwired to still try and pick up those discs or go for those discs. It's something that if you play a lot of Roulette, it will start to get hardwired into your brain. So yeah, we will see. Let me just pay out. Just pay out the prediction for that one. And I will set up a new prediction. Start a prediction. Who takes New York? How long have we got till the spin goes live, roughly?
1 minute.
Very nice. So I'm going to put the submission 2 minutes. You've got 2 minutes to get your predictions in, guys. Spend those balloons.
I was just thinking this. I'm sure this is gonna be a lot shorter of a match. Yet knowing yesterday we had all those issues and stuff, I feel like this is gonna be a shorter match definitely today.
Yeah, I mean two small, quicker maps. I mean it's going to depend on the targets you've chosen as well. I mean there are plenty of New York targets that can be tricky. There's also plenty that can be easy. So we saw the players struggle a little bit there on Dubai. New York is a fantastic contracts map, so got high hopes for this one. Yeah, we'll find out very shortly. Fingers crossed for Frank. Everyone loves Frank, the ultimate troll of New York. But,
So I'm gonna be completely honest. I almost put Frank as a target,
yeah.
but
Oh, okay, very nice. So we have Ruby Red and we have Alan Mitsudi. So Ruby Red is on the bottom floor, obviously. She is
yep,
part of the
we all
mission
know.
story. And Alan Mitsudi is in the very top floor room where Fabian goes into. I don't know what the actual room is, kind of the board room, I guess. He's actually a
Yeah.
target that I put in a contract recently, so I know exactly where he is. Interesting target. Both interesting targets. Ruby Red has a character that sort of walks over to her and distracts her for quite a while when you get close, which could be a bit of an issue.
One good thing I'm thinking though is you have a pretty you can do a pretty quick isolation if you just for Ruby. I know for me, I when I was doing this, for me, I just you can throw a coin up like on janitor start, like the janitor start area. If you throw a coin up there,
Yes,
and
you
as long
can
as
lure her up,
one of
can't
the
you?
guards, yeah, well, as long as you get a guard the distracted who stands next to the other janitor over there, as long as you get him distracted, you can get her up there with ease, and that's a
Yeah, there's a
pretty good.
couple of ways to get. I mean, you can just leave her behind that little sign as well.
Well,
Essentially, depending on
yeah,
how long
depending
you're
on
planning on leaving her there or what the kill condition is. You know, something like an injected poison, you could easily just lure her behind it, jab her, and you're done.
yeah.
But it's going to depend on the
There's
kill
a-
conditions. So, Alan's definitely the harder of the two targets here, and he seems to be the one that both of them are focusing on
Yeah.
in this
Yeah,
prepping
I think,
phase.
for those who don't know, this is something I did last tournament, but I'm always, for these first rounds, I'm going to be using targets that, just to get everyone kind of introduced, because I know that there's definitely some new players here, was getting, I'm going to be picking targets that everyone's going to know. In this case, Ruby, last time was, I know you didn't know her by name, but the radio um, lady. She's, you see her a lot, and I'm trying to think who all did we have yesterday. Yesterday we had the doctor's girlfriend in Haven, so
Yeah,
we had a bunch of different.
there's quite a lot of unique NPCs on the maps that
Yeah.
are quite good for, yeah, like you say, kind of breaking people into the game mode a little bit.
Then after that, I'm gonna be a little bit more harsh when we get into.
Yeah, we want to see
rounds.
some very spicy targets for the final rounds. I do anyway.
I agree. So let's see how we have.
So
7 seconds.
both of them are about to learn that he goes to this side bit here, and he can be noticed by that guy. Yep. Now you can get around that by closing the window panes there. So this is very interesting.
I'll let you.
We
I'll let
have,
you take the spin.
yeah, we have Ruby Red with a falling object as the job applicant, and we have Alan Mitsudi with a silent sniper rifle as the bank teller. Very nice. Bank teller, obviously, you can start in. I imagine they will try to isolate him quite quickly, though. Both seem to have the same idea there of using an emetic grenade or a emetic tool to try and move him out of position.
I think, and the good thing about if you were to do a bank teller start, you have bank teller right there, and you can run, and within 10 seconds you'll be in the bathroom where you can get the job applicant. So
yeah,
I think bank teller is going to be.
Yeah, bank teller's definitely a nice, viable start. I think there's one of the beauties of New York is that there is so many good, viable starts for most contracts. You can see here, Ruby's already been distracted, although he has. Okay, so he's emetic, and he's. Casetros is trying to work out where there's a falling object. There is one just in the middle of the room there. That's probably going to be the one to get. You could try to coin lure her over there, potentially. There's a lot of...
Is Ruby, is she an enforcer in any disguise? I don't know.
Don't believe so, no, because she's kind of a guest in the...
No.
In there. Don't believe her lies. She's not from accounting. Yeah, so Casetros is definitely working a lot on trying to work out how to get her under this chandelier here.
I see Casetros getting and a medic off on the person.
Yeah, he's
talking
chosen to
to
medic the other
Ruby.
guy this time to try and get him
And
out of the way
then,
so
yeah,
he's got a bit more breathing room. I don't think she's going to get lured by a single shot, but now this could be interesting, depending. I think he's going to just, yeah, I was going to say, he's toying around with the idea of throwing the briefcase to see where she goes, I think.
actually not a bad idea because you have,
Yeah, he's got her on the hook.
I don't know.
A little bit,
So
he might try to just bullet distract her now into
a
position.
second time, yeah. But the other thing is, he's not in the right disguise, so.
No,
I
I think
guess
he's
toying with
possibly
the
just playing around at the moment, isn't he? And just trying to work out
Yeah.
how he can get her there. So, and I think we'll probably see a lot of that from Chrome shortly as well.
Hopefully, oh, Casetros has the other guard.
Yeah, this is the problem. There's a lot of
also-
bodies and also a lot
Well, I was
of
actually thinking-
guards.
I mean, it'd be a pretty hard shot to get, but you could always try and secret both of those people near her, or I mean, even just going with the strategy of you know, perhaps just putting a coin trail over there, and also then just, you know, maybe going back behind the sign and just shooting a
Yeah. Now, if you give her the case file, does she walk off anywhere, or does she just hang around that area still?
I have no idea. I've never done that part of the story, so.
Yeah, I'm just
One question
wondering
to
if
ask.
that's any sort of viable option there with mission stories or anything like that that could potentially lead her to a position where you could get her. There's not many
Yeah.
positions you could get her.
Just kidding, because the sniper kill I think is probably gonna be the easier of the two actually in this case. I think, well, it depends, because the good thing is the bank teller is, I think bank teller is allowed one floor, like on the floor just below the top floor. That is bank teller allowed up there? I believe they are. Because this sterile actually, the sterile that Chrome is on, that's easily accessible, and just you can run through there with a key card and
Yeah, the
head in,
investment banker can go everywhere.
Is right on top of that stairs. So.
Yeah, so the investment banker can go basically everywhere except Athena's office and the sort of
Vault.
security area around the vault.
Yeah.
Teller, I don't believe. Yeah, Teller isn't allowed on this third floor, this second floor here. But I mean, like I've said before, Chrome is a veteran roulette player. He knows the routes and he knows how to get these disguises up to that top floor.
Yeah.
He has just. This could work out very well. He's just finished puking. This is absolutely perfect timing.
Yeah, these
guy-
players are at a 5-second delay, and they are both basically at the exact same spot.
Yeah, and interesting to note, that
Pretty
guy,
close.
so the guy who's sitting down there reading his newspaper, he will not spot this. He is absolutely engrossed in that paper. And he won't spot a body on the other side of that door, so he's perfectly fine to leave him on those stairs. Should have a silent sniper rifle. Does. There we go. Boxes him for good luck. And now just has Ruby left. Whereas
So
Casetros is
Chrome
trying to
has
get her
Alan.
behind this. He's got her behind there, but yeah, I can't think of any other falling objects that would be viable here.
Also, I wouldn't say that there's none that are viable, but also if you consider that's just the closest one to her, so.
Yeah, it
it's
seems
gonna be
the
task
obvious.
of
I
getting
mean,
her over there.
I'd even be tempted to just coin trail her over there. a bit of an
that's something
archaic
that I
method, but it would absolutely work.
Yeah.
And then
so
run
Chrome there
back,
has-
get behind that sign, and
Chrome there does have the Allen killed on. Just have to get back in the job applicant. Or is he in the job applicant?
I think you're quite far behind for Chrome.
Oh, and Chrome's got rid of him.
He's 30
Okay.
seconds into a new run on my screen here.
Oh, wow. Hold on, let me refresh.
I'm going to refresh as well, just in case. Let's just refresh both the
Okay,
streams, get
yep, I see.
them all fully up to date. So Casetros is trying to... There you go. He's trying to lure Ruby over here. She's not biting. Now, this is where he can do with just leaving that briefcase in the middle of the floor, and she will see that. Okay, he needs to wait for her to stop. I feel like he's going to get someone else here. See, Chrome is on his way back up to get this Teller disguise. Just kind of a free one. Okay, Casetros has Ruby on the hook. Oh no! Don't worry, it's only... Oh no! Gets ripped to the woman coming up the stairs. That is so unlucky.
Well,
There's
so
not-
let's see. How long we have? Okay, I was gonna say it's only been 7 minutes.
Yeah, we've got 40 minutes.
So,
We've got a good amount of time left, and both of them are putting together all the kills.
Yeah.
Although I'm not sure Chrome has actually gone for Ruby yet, but I'm guessing he might have a plan for her if he hasn't tried to kind of suss that one. Casetros had a perfect strategy there, but just couldn't find the position to shoot from.
Yeah. Also, I think what might have been a better idea is actually to go behind the sign that, you know, Ruby might
Yeah, I
have,
would say that's probably the best place to go.
Yeah. And you can just get an easy snipe on the...
Okay, so
chandelier.
Casetros shooting open the door, which is... You can crowbar that door, but he will potentially rip you straight away, so that's a good use of the sniper. As I say, I've never personally seen this guy before, but he seems to have very good map knowledge.
Yeah.
Definitely not a rookie player by any means,
Well,
by the looks
I
of
was
things.
gonna say, especially I was looking and he's done a bunch of on his YouTube. He has a bunch of contract competition submissions, stuff like that, mini comps. So
Yeah,
he's
okay.
definitely seems to be involved in the Hitman competitions.
That's what we like to see. People coming prepared.
Yeah.
And this is, I mean, this is a trick. This is, in some ways, almost one of the trickiest combinations you could have for her, just because there's so many NPCs in this area. And of course, she has that guy there who he's just waiting for, the guy who comes over and has a conversation with her. I think he's just looking to see if there's any other possible falling objects, but I just don't think there is.
Oh.
Unless you can somehow get her up a couple of floors.
No. Because I don't think there's anything on the way out. No. Because I was going to say, I wonder if there's anything on the way over to, this might be actually, I don't know how this would work, but if you, is there anything that, where janitors start, is there anything a floor above? I
Don't believe there is on that floor, no.
Okay, because I was going to say, if, for
you could, I mean,
strategy,
well,
yeah.
saying that, there is, it would be a long drag, but there is a, if you take her all the way around and behind the other security guard, there is a falling object on the stairs that lead down to the basement, but that would be a very long drag and a very overcomplicated way to get her, I think. Casetros here looking good again. Doesn't have a whoosh this time. Oh, misses! Oh, no way. He has... That's literally all the way around her. Please tell me that's not a bug chandelier.
I'm sorry? I don't know what you're talking about. My name's
Okay, then.
We're going to have to keep an eye on that, because that seemed like that hit her. Judging by where it was landed, that looked like it hit her straight on the head. So we'll have to just keep an eye on that and hope that that was just an unlucky positioning.
insurance.
Right. Undercover, are we?
No, I'm just not who you think I am. You know, now I went to the same boarding school as Athena did.
You're kidding.
See, Snail, I was gonna say, I personally didn't test this spin, but I do know that I have killed NPCs with that chandelier before. So,
Wow.
I did not personally test the exact spin and did everything on here, so I can't say if there's something wrong with contracts mode or something with that chandelier, but I do know I've killed NPCs with that chandelier before, so I hope that was, I assume that was just an unlucky.
Wow.
Just unlucky positioning, yeah. Now,
Yeah.
Chrome gets my respect for going for a super long coin lure here.
Yeah.
I love a good coin lure.
Excuse me?
That's just a bit of a more guaranteed strat. It might be just a little bit slow, but it's more,
Oh,
it's guaranteed to
Frank,
work.
we don't want Frank getting in the way here. Okay, and she is down, so there we go. It was just
Okay,
unlucky
so, yeah.
positioning.
Yeah, I told you something was up with this thing, didn't I? I'm sure in a previous accident would not be.
Hey, did maintenance have a look at the deposit box from the camera? Broken one.
Yeah, Fred brought someone down there. Okay, step back. I'll go and check. Confirm.
So,
I just.
um,
Am I not making my.
he does. Oh no, Chrome has red guns in
Gun.
combat. Oh, what was that for? Oh, the body. What? Oh. Eh? I have never in all my time had that body found in that room.
Body was I'm thinking.
Oh, unless he left the door open. If he left the door to the kitchen open, then the lady on the phone walks into that room and would have seen him.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
And that's quite late. That's quite a late thing that happens. She doesn't
Yeah.
go in. In fact, that
That's something.
might even be triggered by Ruby getting KO'd.
It is. I don't know if it's triggered by Ruby, but I do know that it might be proxy triggered too.
Yeah, either proxy or I say that. Yeah, that potentially could be triggered by Ruby because she's tied to Ruby in the document, so it could just be a trigger.
Yeah.
Okay, Casetros has got Ruby in a better position this time by the looks of it, and she is gone. Chandelier to the head.
Nice. Woo! Alright, there we go. It was just some unlucky positioning, definitely.
Okay, now has to go up for Alan. Skips the frisk point, which we all know that frisk point is very broken.
Yeah. So, definitely, Casetros is in a very big lead here. Just trying. So, I think he has everything set up. Now, just needs a banker disguise,
Find anything yet?
or bank teller disguise, and then on his, you can just head back up and
IT in there?
get that kill.
You know how crap this old building is with the wireless. Now the director.
I think the only thing that Chrome could do there instead of getting a different bank teller is I think there's a safer way to do that. Oh, there is just to box them up since there are two boxes right there.
Yeah, there's a little cabinet you can put him in there, isn't there? Yeah, there you go. He's gonna Casetros we see there, boxing him. I say this a lot whenever I cast Roulette, but box everybody in Roulette because you just never ever know where an NPC is gonna
And that was
pick
that was
something
a
up
great
or take
example.
someone somewhere or
find a gun,
yeah. There is so many random things that can happen, especially when you're getting that late into a spin.
And the funny
it's
thing is
spotted.
that is only in Roulette. I have it seems that never happens to me when doing regular, missions or regular contracts, and then when you get into Roulette, it's just some random NPCs sometimes can be very, 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 very fun, I think.
So Casetros here. Choose not to take out the cameras. It doesn't matter too much. You can take them out with a pistol. Now, he does have to get around these two guards. Looks like he might be thinking of getting Tim out of the way. Tim, the receptionist. Can't take his disguise, obviously.
Stress is very, very tense right now. Because, I mean, he's probably thinking if he's this far into it, he's, I'm sure he's pretty sure probably that Chrome is... He's probably, thinking Chrome is right behind me or, 2 feet from the exit is probably what's going through his mind right now.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be playing on his mind. This area is very finicky. There you go. He's got the cameras down this time. There's a lot of very see-through walls in that area, shall we say.
Yeah, poor guy. He did well.
Going for the bank teller again. Casetros. There we go. Trying to get a camera there. So
Oh wow.
he's trying to get a seeker shot here. This. Okay, gets the seeker shot off. Very nice. Nice angle there. Or did he? He did hit that. He was just sorting out his papers there before he got too sick. Now I'm assuming he sicked the other guard, which has taken that guard away.
Yeah. And so actually, he's gonna be heading down to the bathroom just a floor below where Coke guy goes in.
Yeah, Jimmy.
So, yeah.
One of our favourite New York NPCs, notorious Run Ripper.
This is very, very, very dangerous, though. Noting that he needs to get a disguise. I think might even be a good idea is to go back and get the other bodyguard that he puked to get his disguise.
Yeah. Now, interesting is, there goes Jimmy. So Jimmy is on his way out. Which bathroom is he going to go into? Is he going to go into the locked one or the open one that Jimmy goes into? This will be the question. Jimmy's not in there, so I would assume he would go into the nearest one. Okay, Chrome boxing up the body this time. Just making sure. Gonna box that body as well, I think. Yeah, Chrome's just taking extra caution, boxing both bodies. Never a bad idea. Casetros gets the shot off. Just gonna hopefully drop that sniper rifle. There we go. Oh no! And walks right into Jimmy coming in the door.
Have we talked to everyone?
Oh, that is so unlucky. He is a notorious Run Ripper for that reason. Oh, and that's gonna sting, and that's not what we want to see. That is going to sting. Just need I like to see that he's gone straight back in and just straight back on it. He doesn't seem to be too affected by that.
Yeah, which is very good.
He knows what he did wrong there. He just didn't hammer the instinct on quick enough. Yeah, straight back into the mindset of got to do this.
Definitely, Chrome has a good 3-minute lead here. I think this might be as long as Chrome boxes everyone up. I think this might be a Chrome win here, but we'll see.
Yeah, we've seen him. I mean, obviously he ripped right at the exit last time.
Yeah.
That was with that body in the open, but
I think he's boxed that.
yeah,
so.
he boxed them this time. That's so unfortunate. Casetros was literally right there. But hopefully he can just speed things up a tiny bit. Okay, Chrome gets the coin. Ruby is there. One shot. She is down. No extended action on the pistol shot. He's going to go main exit. And yeah, this is going to be GG's. This was a very close back and forth map. Casetros would have had it there if it wasn't just for that little bit of tuning out as Jimmy came in, which we've all done. And yeah, that's going to be a 4-0 to Chrome. As always, doesn't really tell the full story of the game.
Yeah.
Seems like a sweep, but anything but that. Both maps were well fought. Chrome just pointing out to me there that the spin link is a little bit broken. It's fine. We'll fix it. Yeah, let's jump to the brackets quickly.
Let's do that.
So we can see there, ChromeX match 6 will be going into round 2. Match 15. He will play the winner of 47 Reaper versus Gunther. And if we just scroll down, we will see that Casetros, where's he going to go to? He is going to go to match number 11.
Let me update it.
Okay, just going to update it for me. Very nice. That'll make my life a little bit easier.
Yeah, let's do that. All right, there we go.
Yay. There we go. So there you go. Updated in real time. There we go. So now we can see Casetros goes down there. He will play the loser of 5, which is the aforementioned match between 47 Reaper and Gunther. And yeah, we have a couple of matches coming up, I believe. Let me just jump into the Discord. We have
I was gonna say, so tomorrow we have let's see, what time is it? It's tomorrow at 8 p.m. EST, so that is going to be
2
theoretically,
a.m.
that's gonna
CEST for,
yeah,
for those of
yeah.
us in Europe.
So
That's a bust. Not going to be able to see that one, unfortunately, but we'll catch up on that one.
and then after that we have the only other one we have scheduled is on Friday, Papier versus Evermati. That is this Friday at that's gonna be, let's see,
2000
it's gonna be
CEST.
8, yeah.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, couple of matches coming up. We've still got lots of matches left to schedule as well. I believe Agent Snail is playing tomorrow, I believe, from what I have been told. We may have a couple of extra matches going in the calendar there. As always, I will post the link to the Discord. If you're not in there, jump in the Discord there, go into the matches channel and you'll be able to see all the upcoming matches and you'll be able to get notifications when the matches go live.
yeah.
And yeah, any final thoughts?
Not that I have, and I was gonna say that was a great second match.
Yeah,
I'm very excited for tomorrow.
it was well fought. Again, the 4-0 scoreline doesn't really tell the whole story, so
because yeah,
as is often the case for these matches.
We'll just have to see what the losers bracket. So, if anyone's in here, I would like to try and get at least all round 1 matches at least scheduled this week, if not completed. I know that's we're definitely not going to get all of them completed, but at least get all round 1 matches scheduled this week. That's my
Obviously, yeah. Let's try and get those in, and we can start assigning some admins and some shoutcasters for those. So we will be shoutcasting every match, all being well. So
tomorrow, I was gonna look. Tomorrow, it's tomorrow's match with Bookie and Ike. That's going to be on Snail's channel, and I think Gunther said he might co-cast, and if he can't, I'll be co-casting and adminning. And so.
yeah, awesome.
But,
okay, I think we will call it there. I will go to the idler screen. We'll find someone to raid, and yeah, that'll be it from us. Thank you for joining me and for adminning.
See, Max is on, but Max Masters is on, but he's not playing Hitman. But that's all I have on my following.
That's all right. We'll find someone. Cool. Okay. Thank you for everyone for joining me. Yeah, thank you, Eclipse, for co-casting and adminning. Appreciated. I will see you all later.
Bye.